I would try going live. Hopefully this microphone is working, and I have my gimbal today, so I'm going to turn the camera around. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try it. I hope everybody's doing great today. I was really fearful of actually posting something about what my plans were because I was afraid that it would prevent me from getting good jobs. But to everybody that's applying for new jobs, I want to give you a big hug. Man, it is difficult, especially in this economy and the situations that, like, now you don't have really a setup to where you go door to door and give your resume out. You have to have a resume that's scannable. You have to know someone, and most of the companies that I see, you go to their website to fill out their employment link, or you use Indeed, which by my just perspective, I feel like it's inefficient. Anywho, it is what it is, and I'm using it to the best of my abilities. But that was my fear, is I always want my stuff to be very polished and look really good, but that is just not feasible. Anywho, so I put my little YouTube out there last night, and I want to thank one of the YouTube bloggers. She's like in her 50s, and her thing is she's gray and single, and she does it, and I'm just so proud of her because it inspired me, because I'm like, if she can do it, anybody can do it. We all can do it. I knew that we could, but it's just getting started is the hardest thing. It's like Mel Robbins says, it's like that anxiety that you get right before you do something really big, and it prevents us from doing a lot of things and growing. It's because of that fear. And I think the more I do this, obviously, the better I'll get, and the better my content will get, hopefully. Anywho, just some things I've noticed, that if you are in the situation where you're looking for a new job, I really think COVID. I know that's gonna sound weird. I'm not glad by any means that we lost people, but it changed the job fields and requirements so much, because a lot of places that didn't have a position where you could work remotely have been forced to offer those, which I think is freaking phenomenal. If you have an opportunity to work remotely and you can efficiently do your job, I just think that's awesome. Now, the flip side of that is forcing yourself to be around a community when you're an introvert. It's extremely hard for me. Like, I know that if I only have a remote job, that it's not going to be good for me all the time. So I need to have another job as well where I can force myself to meet people, because I'm so introvert that I'd probably be totally okay if I had residual income and never left my house, which is not good. It's not good for your emotional intelligence. It's not good for your self, because we're human beings. We are meant to socialize. We're meant to grow by socializing with others and feeling a part of a community. So let's see, it's beautiful out here. I don't know if this is gonna work at all, but we're just gonna try it. Nithe, hi, how are you doing? Yeah, so if you are looking for a job, I just want to give you a big hug, because it is definitely hard and difficult and changed so much since the last time I did. I do know, let me say hi. I don't know how to say hi to you, but thank you so much for watching. I'm out here in Little Rock on Bear's Den, I guess part of their parcels. And I just wanted to get outside. I think one of the great things about just getting to a point in your life where you're kind of aware of how you function. I know me, that if I get anxiety or anything like that, the best thing for me to do is go walk. So I'd highly recommend, if you're going through something right now and you tend to get very anxious or whatever, try walking. Walking does great for me. I absolutely love it. Now, that's the thing. Remote working is amazing because you can get up and go do whatever you need to, as long as you complete the tasks that you need. You have that flexibility. Man, when I was working at a dealership, there's no way I could just go, well, I mean, Sometimes I could go and leave and go film something, but typically you have some manager that micromanages you and goes, what are you doing when you know, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. And that is just so not productive for a lot of people. And so back to my, I'm gonna circle back around. I think one of the great things about COVID is that it gave a lot of us an opportunity to work in our best capacity, to where we actually had to be very efficient in our production, but we can manage our time in a way where it's most beneficial to everybody. And I think that's probably a benefit of having COVID happen, is that a lot of industries that wouldn't let you work from home suddenly was forced to let you work at home. So I would say that is a really huge benefit. And the work culture, I don't know if it's gotten any better, but I do know just applying for a job has gotten a lot harder for me. And that's the only reason I did not want to do my YouTube last night, was because I was afraid that if I do that, it would prevent me from getting other jobs. Hey everybody, comment if you're here. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know if this is gonna work. I just learned about some settings in my camera to give it a high quality. I just feel like this is a beautiful place. And honestly, can you hear? It's like these lines kind of, there's something crackling. You can hear the birds. Oh goodness, thank you everybody for joining. Hi, Ninth, Shorts. I found my gimbal so I wouldn't be so the film wouldn't be so jumpy up and down. Oh my goodness, there's 8 people. Thank you so much, y'all. Listen, if you ever considered trying to do anything on social media, I just want to tell you, we're all capable of being successful. It's just finding your true, your authenticness or whatever, whoever you truly are, and letting that shine. Alicia, thank you so much. It is absolutely gorgeous here. Let me show you. I'm going to show you some more. And if you want to know where I'm at it's called Bear's Den. And they're building these houses. They're in the millions. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to show you. There's some wild berries. I'll show you them. Let's see. It is absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much, Alicia. Let me go. It's probably going to be hotter over here, but I'm going to show you some berries. And I love these. Got little flowers here. There's lots up here for sale. And there's honeysuckle. When you walk by, you can just smell it. It's sweet, but actually not too sweet, if that makes sense. Hey, Brandon Adams. Thanks so much for joining. Look at the pink flowers. See, there's raspberries. Okay, see those blackberries? Cheers from Bulgaria. Okay. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, I got my gimbal out here, so. I don't know if y'all can see these electrical power lines. They're huge, and you can hear like a crackle. I don't know if that's, I think my gimbal's getting messed up. Hold on, we'll go back over here. There we go. And once in a while, my gimbal gets kind of goofy. Yeah. And I did post a short on what equipment I use. I just use a smartphone. This is a iPhone 13, but I have an iPhone 15 Pro Max with a lot of memory on it. That's the only reason I go Pro. You probably don't actually need that. I'm using a Rode mic with a Shure kind of like screw-in tripod because that allows me to have the mic on there. Okay, so look at these beautiful flowers. I bet Bulgaria is amazing. I know that I met someone who was from Sweden yesterday, and they have wonderful health care, beautiful, beautiful towns, clean air, clean water. What are some things that you guys are interested in? And if I can help or answer, I would definitely. So here's an example of the honeysuckle, and this stuff smells absolutely amazing. There's a guy right there. And look at the others. There's just flowers. Now these raspberries or wild berries, you can actually, the black ones, you can actually eat them. They taste amazing. When I was younger, we were really, really poor. And my mom used to play softball. We'd go to softball games and we had to watch her play. And I would pick these raspberries. They're amazing. It's kind of random. Alicia. Oh dear, thank you so much. No, it's okay being random. And I am so complimented that I'm an inspiration. I just hope everybody realizes that we're in such a wonderful time right now with technology and everything. Everybody can be successful, and everybody is supposed to be in their own right. Like, everybody is supposed to be great. They're supposed to be themselves and be able to be financially free, be physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and energy healthy wise. So thank you so much for sharing, Alicia. And I don't know how you found me, but please let me know if you ever need anything, because I truly believe there's so much power in social media, and it can be used for a very good cause, just to get people out of their shell, because I'm truly an introvert. And if you check out all my stuff, I usually have makeup on and everything. I want to be myself. And I feel like that's kind of where everything should be. Like, you see all these videos on how to make money, and I totally get it, but you also have to evaluate where that person comes from, what opportunities, the luck, the skill that they've already had before they were successful, and put that into perspective. I think that we were all meant to be amazing. We're all meant to shine. There is enough room, there's enough resources, there's enough energy for all of us to do well. And with the power of social media, like, this doesn't cost me anything. Like, I am supposed to go get a job. I don't have any money incoming right now, but you can actually go do this and it not cost you anything, because most of us all have cell phones. So all you have to do is have the courage to upload something. And I think if you have a good heart, you got good morals, got good ethics, and a good business plan, you can literally do whatever you want. Don't get me wrong, I've been around quite a bit, so I see a lot of successful people that don't actually have good morals. And I get that they are successful and they do, but that's not even my journey, so it's none of my business. I can't control that. The only thing I can control is what I do with what I have. And I thought not losing my job or trying to pursue a different career was catastrophic, but it's not. I truly love being my own boss. And if I can make that work, I'm going to, because, and don't get me wrong, I love help doing what I do, software consulting and helping others use software to the best of their abilities to maximize the value of the firm, so to speak. But if I hadn't had this happen to me, I wouldn't be here right now. So thank you, Alicia. Thank you. Anybody. And here's the beautiful thing. We don't have to agree. We're not supposed to agree. We're not supposed to agree on everything. You're supposed to be unique in your own ways. You're supposed to go on your journey and be you. I just see so many people that are so unhappy. They might be making a lot of money, but they're not happy. And I want a good balance of all that. That makes sense. So let's look at the flowers here. Let's look at the flowers. I'm a flower freak. You can tell that's a beautiful flower because he likes it. I was gonna say, I'll show you these houses. I don't want to get in trouble for showing you these houses, but these houses are freaking phenomenal. They're beautiful. I honestly don't know what people do to support themselves to be able to live in $1.5 million, $2 million homes, but I'm definitely researching and working on refreshing my corporate finance skills because a lot of these people are very, very successful. Don't know how or why, but I would definitely love to learn from them. I wish I could respond to you. I'm gonna have to learn how to comment back. So this is an area called Bear's Den. And if you look it up on a map, it may not pull up GPS wise because it's brand new. So yeah, the houses range from anywhere to $1 million, $1.5 million, $2 million. And the median income for Little Rock is literally like 35,000, 36,000. It is not big. So a lot of the research I've been doing, because I do want to move to Boston, is comparison of price, cost of living, rental expenses. You know, obviously inflation hasn't helped, but a lot of their current real estate issues or conditions are caused by lack of inventory. I've done my exercise, so there you go. So let me know if you want me to go walk through these houses because they're absolutely gorgeous, and surely none of these people are here. Hopefully they're all at work because I don't want to invade on their privacy. But Alyssa, thank you so much for your comment. I really do appreciate it. I have been kind of stressed out lately, obviously, because I'm so used to working either several jobs or a job that's very, very intense. So, and I know your job or career doesn't define you, but I also don't like having the anxiety of trying to figure out things at the last minute because I like to plan for everything. So I'm going to show you right here. I'm going to show you right here how much this house cost, if I can. This is at Bear's Den, Blue Tree Realty, and I believe this one's like $1.3 million lower level. And I'll put that back. But do you see that? I think I got this the other day. Here, I'm gonna put this right here. I do not want to leave that out and not have it. Can you see? Okay. So, I wonder if you can see across this crest. You see that? There's like a huge mansion over there. The top of this hill. And I want to say, I don't know. See if we can see it. Oh, there it is. No, see? Do you see that house? It's massive. At the top of the hill. Oh, I hope I didn't lose y'all. Brandon. Alyssa. Okay, so let's see if I can zoom in. Do you see it right there? It's like a big, massive castle. I don't know if you can see it or not. Oh, the breeze is amazing. I'm just gonna let this sit. I hope they don't mind. So say hi. Alicia. I'm gonna have to learn how to comment back. I do, oops, maybe I can. Live chat. Can I? Pin. Alicia, I don't know how to comment back, but I do want to. I'm sorry, I'll figure that out soon. This breeze is amazing. I just want to show you how beautiful it is here. That house just popped up. It was not here. That house, the light white one, lighter cream color one, they've been working on. And then you have all this beautiful land. I hope I'm not losing y'all. It's so pretty out here. Yay, you're back. I have the gimbal so that it doesn't like get really bouncy. I have never actually walked down here, so let's see what's happening. Looks like two Rogues. Man, they're having like a huge sale on Nissan Rogues. They overbuilt Rogues. I'm just saying, if you need a new car, I would not suggest you buy brand new unless you absolutely have to right now. Just wait 6 months. That's why I love doing luxury, because most of those people can afford whatever they want to whenever they want to, and it's not based on income, because they're always, you know, pretty much financially stable. But Nissan Rogues, I don't know, those might be Hyundais, I don't know. And those could be the kids, you never know. But be very careful buying anything right now. I think a lot of people are just holding back. I think that's probably why the job market's so hard right now too, is because a bunch of companies know that U.S. politics are going to determine a lot of the national financial stability, so to speak. And then also just things I've learned is I think there's going to be tons of small businesses that are going to either close just because of current in improvements in technology. Like if you watched the Apple announcement, Apple Intelligence, I have a website that I bought, Apple Intelli, just because I know it's going to be huge, Apple Intelligence. So I was watching their presentation, parts of it, and I realized that I pay for KeyPassword, a password app that you can track and keep all your passwords and links and all that, because I have hundreds upon hundreds of passwords I can't remember all the time. And that's going to be an application that comes with your Apple products now. So the funny thing about that today is it did not work on my Google, but it works on my Explorer browser. So I sent a support ticket in, and they said, well, because you're not a paid membership account, we're not going to answer your support ticket. And I'm like, I am paid. I pay for it every year. So I think a lot of those companies that are either subscription based, you'll see a lot of them actually move from being extremely successful to not so, unless they learn how to evolve. I think that's going to be the key. You know, have a really good, strong business plan, and know, here's a lot of the reasons why I failed so much in business, is because you've got to understand, you could have a great idea, but if you don't have a good business plan, like not written out for you to get a loan, but I'm talking about if your business plan isn't good, it's just to make money off of people, burn and churn. It really doesn't sustain a lot of longevity. But you also have to know the financial mechanics of businesses, which they don't teach you in high school, so, or at home. And if you grew up poor like me, your parents were never financially stable, so you don't learn those things. So I would advise you to definitely, there's so many YouTubes out there that you can learn from. Watch them. That's how I learn. I did buy a book from Amazon called Corporate Finance, because That's one of those things I took in college in accounting. So I watch YouTubes about accounting and corporate finance just because I want to refresh my skills and my knowledge, just because I had that in college and I don't remember a lot of that. So knowing where your balance statement is, knowing how much your cash flow is, knowing the difference between your income and expenses, and using your working capital well, all those things are very, very important to have success in business. It's not just having a good idea. It's not just having good people around you. Good people can make it a lot better, but having those basic skills like knowing the fundamentals of your financial snapshot, your income statement, your balance sheet, your cash flow, all of that. Those are very, very important things that maybe you didn't learn in school, but there are YouTubes out there that will teach you that. And then I actually learn better if I have something to reference back. So I actually bought, I'll put it in there, the book that I bought off of Amazon because I saw several of my old professors suggest that. I think it's called Corporate Finance something something. I'll put it in there. Anyways, another thing that I've used lately that has been a huge, huge asset is Notion. Notion, I can put my calendar, I can put, I use Wave to track all my expenses and income and expenses and all that. I use so many links, and I am trying to set up affiliate stuff that is like non-evasive, kind of like silent marketing. I put all those links in there, and I have my calendar. I have several websites that I'm working on at the same time. So when I use Notion, it's freaking phenomenal because you can import your spreadsheets, you can put all the links that you use, you can organize your day. I'm very ADHD, like most of us are, so I can only remember so much. And I put in there like my calendar, all the meetings, all the people. I have not put my contacts in Notion yet, only because there's over 25,000 of them, and I need to know and figure out how I want to organize them because that's just a lot of data. But check out Notion. Notion is free. I don't pay for it. I mean, it's like the coolest software ever. I think one of the best software, I guess, time management tools. I don't even know what it's classified as, but I use that daily. Now, I've used tons of different applications. I could probably answer questions about any of the since 2021 software applications. If it's brand new, then I try to use 2 or 3 a week that are brand new that just came out, so I can see kind of what they do, if they're good, if they're not good. And then I also follow a lot of developers on YouTube, so you can actually make your own applications now by using Bubble. So I'm using that. I'm probably going to work more on that because Saturday is my creative day. I have it marked out on my calendar to be very creative, and then Sunday is my personal family, stuff like that. So anyways, I hope all this helps. Maybe not. But if you're thinking about ever having freedom, I think this is one of the best ways for me to even try to strive to be free financially, to where I can move anywhere I want to and do anything I want to, is probably using YouTube. I love YouTube. So there are tons of people on here that have done it, so I believe I can do it as well. I think everybody can. You just have to figure out truly who you want your audience to be and what you're about. So I'm about helping people like siphon through the internet and find good applications that will help them. That's kind of what I want to do. If I could do anything, is like, you tell me what you need to do as far as the business, what your goals are, what your business plan is, and then I say, okay, you probably need these different software to help you maximize the value of your firm. Now, I say that because here's the thing, just like social media evolves constantly, so does software, and all of the technology is going to change, evolve. So if you're not willing to adapt, then I think you're going to limit your lifetime or lifespan in your business. So like, I just learned how to make a ChatGPT, my own GPT. There's a lot of coding that's probably required, but literally you can, if you buy the paid version of ChatGPT 4, it gives you the codes that you can copy and paste in pretty much anything. So it's like, we're living in an amazing time right now. That's all I want to say, is that you could pretty much do whatever you want to. It's pulling the resources, the right resources together to execute whatever you want. Okay, I'm right at 30 minutes, so I want to stop here. Please feel free to contact me. My phone number, I don't know if you're allowed to put phone numbers on there, but you can text me. You can find it. You just Google it's Desire Lovell, DESIRELOVELL. Or you can comment on one of my videos and I will respond. I promise I will respond. Okay? How do I...